What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? It is your boy Dozer, aka I Does This, aka Small Little Baby, back at it again with another video. I hope you guys are enjoying the good quality right now that I'm bringing for y'all. It's been a while since I actually showed my face on one of my videos, but other than that, yo, today is the day that the Division 2 beta has came out, baby. Well, not for everybody because it's a private beta, obviously, but bro, I am so excited. As many as you know, if you are OG of my channel, as small as my channel is, if you're OG, the Division was one of the first videos I've ever made for this game. With having like hours and hours and hours put into this game, this is one of my most favorite games that ever came off. Ubisoft came out with this game and it just set this game set itself apart from every other game, period. Like just period. This game was, anyways, I'm beasting right now. But if you haven't checked out my videos of when I was playing this game as a solo player, go check them out, man. Go check them out. Incoming backup request. Yo, but anyways, what I want to talk about is me starting this series with the Division 2 the right way. I wasn't able to start it out with the Division 1 because, you know, I didn't have the proper equipment. But anyways, that's besides the point. I want to start out with this series of being a helpful tips and tricks and how-to guide person thingy majig with how to properly build your characters. If you haven't checked out my previous videos, I was a tank builder. I was in the Dark Zone solo. I was playing groups 1v3, 1v4 by myself most of the time. I've had my DPS build, I have my tank build, and I have my tech builds, my skill power builds. But the most one I always went for was that tank build. So I'm gonna play a little short clip of how I was in the Division 1, man. That junk was crazy. I'm gonna play it right now. I'm gonna start out this series with trying to go for the tank build again. Although it's a beta, I'm gonna give the right tips and tools and what to look out for just to gain that good start off character. But as we can see, we're in the city of New York, right? Let's just take a look first at my character. Right, again, I wanna first, like, before anything, I want to apologize for the low quality that the console is giving. I switched over back to console because I like the console better than how the PC was and stuff like that. I know a lot of people probably might be like, what the fuck, what are they talking about, blah blah. Anyways, let's start off with we're not going to talk about the weapons because we're not going for a DPS build right now. We're going to look at the gear for right now. So if you're new to the Division, then this is something that you want to pay attention to, because obviously this is what's gonna set your character apart from any other player and what's gonna make or break your character in the Dark Zone or in missions. So if you're new to the channel and if you're new to the Division, drop a like, man. Just drop a like, subscribe. You already know. Let's start off with the mask. I'm gonna just shut up and start off with the mask. So as I said, we're gonna go for the armor, health, skill. Like, you see, I have 0 skill power right now. I mean, I didn't find anything with skill power, so whatever, it doesn't matter. But I'm looking for a tank build, right? So I have all these masks, and as the first thing that everybody always looks for is the armor. The armor is the first thing that everybody looks for. Oh, I see green numbers, blah blah, more armor. Let me put that on. The attributes are definitely one of the main priorities that you want to look for, because that's what makes the mask different from everyone else's. Well, every other mask, I should say. So for my mask, I have a standard mask. I don't have anything else that's better than this one right now. But as you can see, I have 311 armor, right? If you just look at you see, I have the right here in the middle. I have, if you look at the right, I have 311 armor, and the other one's 299, 242. So these are lacking already. These are requesting backup. These are already lacking armor compared to the one that I have equipped right now. So with it being 311, I have an attribute of plus 26 health. Right off the bat, that's already helping me out for my tank build, because armor and health are the main things that you want to look for. Hopefully in this game that they actually balance it out and they actually, you know, there was a lot of problems in the Division 1 that made everything so crappy and shit. We're going to the vest right now. Out of all of these, I'm gonna just jump straight to the point. All of the armor on these are just trash. These are not that very good. A lot of these have, both of these have the skill power, cooldown reduction, bonus. All right, for example, this one will be perfect because it has as an attribute a bonus 137 armor, and that will be on top of the 549 armor. See, that's perfect. Incoming backup request. So this one would actually be good, but the set that's in the vest, I don't want that. So although that the attribute is really good for my armor piece going for my tank build, I don't want this right now. Other ones are just, it has no set, so we don't need these. They're just regular stuff. And talk about the set. The set is something that you're gonna want to look for to actually complete all the defenses in your build. So as you can see, I have a brand set 2 out of 3. I have this set out of my entire build, if that makes sense. I have 2 pieces. I have 2 pieces that are making this build better, if that makes sense. If it doesn't, I'm sorry, I'm stupid. Anyways, for the most part, I have armor of 588. It's wiping the other ones out the park right now with the armor. For my set, my Providence defense, everything else, I have 10% skill power, which is good. I have 8% health and 5% weapon damage. So that's already good. That's good. For my holsters, I just picked this holster up right now, which is a surprise, because if this was actually like a god tier, like a gold holster with like 1,000 armor in it, this would have been a god roll. This is, back in the day in the Division 1, this is the type of holster that everybody would want. It has, well, maybe not the accuracy, maybe some others would choose something else besides the accuracy. I'm getting a little blurry, guys, Jesus. Some other people would choose accuracy over, some people would choose accuracy over something else, or you know what I mean. But for the most part, this is a god roll, because once you get that critical hit damage with the critical hit chance, that's raising your DPS. And if it has a lot of armor on it with attributes of health, this is a god roll. This is a god roll, Even though the attributes of skill power, I'm just making it as an example of how a god roll looks. It has the attributes of health, the armor is extremely high, and the set, it has all of these things in it. That's a god roll. But for right now, I'm just going with the armor of critical hit chance. And as I said, the set is what makes everything, actually come to life in the build. And I don't have the set right now. See right here, I have 2 of the Providence defense sets right here. I have one for my vest, and I have the gloves, the Providence set. So right here, this is my backpack. I don't know why backpack really matters, and anyways, whatever. I can't be the one to talk. But right now, I have this backpack, right? It has 579 armor, 138 more than the one that I have equipped. I don't know if I just picked this one up, but I'm gonna make this comparison of why I actually have this one equipped over the other one.
Agent requesting backup.
For the most part, if we look at it right now, I have a 10% cooldown reduction for my skill power, and my skill power is a drone right now. I'll get to that in a second. With a 5% skill power and a 15% hive skill power, as of right now, I haven't really looked into what a hive skill power is, so I can't really get into detail with that, but I'll definitely make sure I do that in the next video. With my attributes of being a 2% critical hit damage, this is perfect for my weapons right now. If we look at this one, if we go to this one, I have the same thing, the same exact thing, but this one doesn't have that critical hit damage. It just has more armor for me, but I'd rather take this critical hit damage right now over this one. I have to test it out to see if it actually does a difference, which it obviously has a 2% difference. But if it's not that much, I'm gonna take this this other backpack over it. All right, so now we're gonna go into the knee pads. Knee pads, I have nothing else to compare it to right now, but as you can see, I have an MP5. So the 10% damage, SMG damage, is gonna be critical for this. That SMG is gonna be crazy in that. And I have a critical hit damage, 8%. I don't have the set, obviously, like I said. So it doesn't really apply right now. But I have the attributes of critical hit chance and a 1% cooldown reduction. Those attributes are always gonna pop no matter what. They're always gonna be there. And that's actually good right now. If you want your build to be perfect, I like how the Division 2 implemented that. If you want all your attributes within your build to actually come alive, you actually have to get the set. I mean, it was like that in the Division 1, but they made everything already like active for you, you know. So there was most times you get like a plus, you would get like a plus bonus or plus attribute if you had all the sets. But now in this one, just to get your like little things such as the 8% critical hit damage, the 15% seeker skill power, you need to have that whole set just to have everything active. And that's what's gonna make this game a lot harder. Like, and it's gonna make the builds actually stand out, which I really enjoy. That's dope. That's dope that they're doing that. So as for my skill power, I actually did choose the drone. If you guys want to take a look at this, I actually chose this one. The bomb raider requires that an agent sets 2 points and that they deploy a payload of miniature explosives between them. And then deploy, sorry. A cooldown of 160 seconds. So remember, I'm not too sure if this is the standard default. I'm not too sure if this is the standard like 160 seconds cooldown. Or if the skill power that I have now, the cooldown that I have now is already applied to it. So I'm not too exactly sure, but let's actually take a look at that. So cooldown reduction is about 10%, and I think that's the only one that I have right now. So I have a cooldown reduction of 10%. So I think this is just a standard cooldown. I think this is just the standard cooldown right now of 160 seconds, and then I just have a 10% increase. Like my skill power will come back 10% faster than others would in a game. My drone has 113 health. My explosive damage is 1,688. A number of bombs are 4. Bomb radius is 3 feet. Hopefully in the future, I'm not too sure if with your skill power, if you increase your skill power, the range of the bomb radius would increase to like 5. The number of bombs probably may stay the same. The explosive damage obviously is gonna increase, and the health is obviously gonna increase. If you're going for a skill power build, this is something you definitely want to keep an eye out for. So that's definitely one thing that's actually pretty cool. And the other ones I haven't unlocked, so I can't really look at them. So sorry about that, guys. And that, for the most part, that's really it. So when this game actually does come out, I'm gonna be talking about it way more. I hope you guys stick around. I'm gonna be definitely showing how my tank build is gonna be. You guys are gonna come along on this journey of how my progression starts from now. Just in the beta, I'm just showing you now in the beta. Obviously, my character is gonna erase when the true game comes out. But for right now, since the beta is out, I'm gonna show you my progression of how this little beta character comes out. I'm gonna go for this tank build, and we're just gonna keep it rocking and popping from there. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Guys, stay tuned, subscribe to the channel. I love you all, and catch me in tomorrow's video, guys. Love ya. Peace.